Hello team, it's Coach Barbie Figueroa, and today we're going to take a little walk to the lake because I want to have a little one-on-one conversation with you, like if you were right here with me, okay? So let's go take a quick walk over here. Now what do I want to talk to you about today as my fellow team member? What I want to talk to you today is about the very first thing that we learn about in the game plan, which is the number one thing is to be a leader, to become a leader. Now, I am definitely not a natural born leader. Ask anyone who knows me. I'm I tend to be the person who um, I'm kind of laid back and I'm easygoing and it's hard for me to make a decision sometimes and all that stuff, and those are just, my personality. But I also realize that in order to accomplish some of the things I want to accomplish in my business, I have to step up and I have to work on myself to really develop my leadership skills, which is why I'm really into personal development and all that good stuff. Okay, so in my quest to become a leader and to grow, um, you know, I I have to recognize what my faults are first, right? And what happens with this business is that, you know, it doesn't matter what works, what matters is what duplicates. And so for the longest time, ooh, there's a lot of bees here. Forget it. Forget it. Okay, so I'll stay around here. So what happens is in this business is that um, it doesn't matter what works, what matters is duplicates. So for example, I felt like I wasn't being completely authentic because I had done a lot of the Coach Training Academy, but I hadn't finished it. And I was procrastinating, and making excuses, and oh, I'm too busy, and oh, That's not true. I just wasn't making it a priority until finally I decided, I was going to. So my camera just completely died. It didn't die, but I don't know, I must have touched the button by accident or something. So anyway, okay, so what I was saying is that I wasn't feeling authentic because I hadn't completed the Coach Training Academy. And I started thinking about what kind of coach do I want to attract into my business? What kind of coach do I want to attract into my business? Do I want to attract people that are just going to give me excuses and procrastinate and stuff like that like I do? Well, I don't. So I couldn't look outside to my team. I had to look to myself to make those changes. And that's why I decided that's it. Balls to the wall, no excuses. I'm doing I'm finishing the Coach Training because it's a lot of information. I know it's a lot of information, but you know what? After doing the whole thing top to bottom, man, I have just completely leveraged myself for every single new coach that enters my organization, because now all I have to do is say, before we even have our GSR, you need to finish the Coach Training Academy, because that's where all the information is. Oh my God, you are so leveraged. You don't have to repeat yourself. All the information, all the documents, everything on running challenge groups, Tommy migrants, 5-step process, everything is in the Coach Training Academy. So how could I be a proper leader if I haven't done it myself, right? Which is why I committed to getting it done. And believe me, I have ADD, I have all that stuff, and those are excuses that I make for myself. I'm not even going to lie, all right? Because, like I said, we have to develop into being leaders. But when I realized that in order to achieve the goals that I want to achieve, I have to start with myself first, okay? So how did I start with myself first? I started to ask myself, what kind of coaches do I want in my organization? And when I started to draw up exactly who I wanted into my organization, I had to then ask myself, am I that person? Am I that person? And if I'm not, what do I have to do to become that person? What do I have to do to become a person of my word? What do I have to do to become a person who's authentic and has integrity? And when I tell you to do the Coach Training Academy, it's because I've done it and I know the value of it, right? So now I can say that I did it. So it works for everything though, because it even worked for my challenge group. Even in my challenge groups, I was struggling for a little bit, where I was, not losing a lot of weight. My body was changing, but I wasn't losing a lot of weight on the scale. And so I finally decided that I had to do so. I put my foot down. I was like, I gotta continue to lose this weight because my challengers were struggling. Once I got on track with my weight and started losing weight and sticking to my nutrition, well, now the I have the position or now I have the right to tell my people, hey, this is what you need to do. That's what I'm doing. That's why it's working. So you know what I'm saying? I cannot lead someone unless I've done it myself. You cannot ask anyone to do something that you're not willing to do yourself. So it doesn't matter what works. What matters is what duplicates. And you have to really sit down and think about it. Look at your team. If you've already started to build a team, okay, look at who your team is and say, are these people duplicating what I'm doing? Not that you are completely responsible for the success of your team. You are not. But you are the example for the leaders who are ready to step up to follow. Okay? And I didn't feel like I was up to par yet. It's a work in progress, like right now I really want to step up to the plate with these challenge packs. And I see some people in our organization, they're moving and shaking with these challenge packs. And I know that there's a lot of money to be made with the challenge packs, and there's a lot of people to help get started with their physical transformations with the challenge packs. So they're a freaking awesome deal. Okay, so that is on one of the things on my list to do. So what do I have to do to get better at that? Well, I got to talk to more people. I got to use the tummy migrant script more, and I know that just trickles down the line. It really does. So I want you to consider this, okay? What kind of coach do you want in your organization? Okay, and if you don't have a team, think of who those people are. And I'm going to keep this on my YouTube channel because I think that this video can help other crossline coaches out there as well. I'm going to leave it on my YouTube channel as well so anyone can access it. But what kind of coach do you want in your organization? Write that down. What does that coach look like? Oh, they're out there, they're making money for your organization, they're creating volume, they're doing parties or shaking shares, whatever. Now you got to think, am I doing it? Because chances are you're not going to attract those people unless you are that person yourself. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's part of the journey that we take in stepping up to leadership. It's just part of the journey. This is totally personal development with a paycheck, and you got to love it because where else are you going to have the opportunity to really stand up and lead? Not many opportunities, not many places give you the opportunity to do that. And then remove the ceiling from your income and get into the best shape of your life at the same time. Win, win, win. Winning. Tiger blood. So anyway, that's it, guys. Doesn't matter what works. What matters is what duplicates. Think about what kind of coach you want in your organization, and you have to ask yourself, am I that coach? And if I'm not, what do I have to do to become the coach that I want in my organization? So what can I do to lead by example? And that's my message. So go get your Coach Training Academy done if you haven't done it, because I didn't realize I can see who finished it and I can see who hasn't. So feels good to have my certificate. I am done and I am ready. So this has been Barbie Figueroa, and I will see you guys on the next video. Love you all. Bye.